Hello, it's time to cook with Rhenda. Today we're not cooking a meal, but I have got to process some dilly carrots, and I thought, you know what, I'll just bring you along. I went and harvested the last of my carrots. They're so sweet because I wanted to leave them in the ground until they had a little bit of a freeze, and they did, and they're really, really sweet. And so what I'm going to do is blanch them for 90 seconds and then put them into an ice bath and pull them out. In the jars, I am putting, and these jars have all been through my dishwasher and they're all clean and sterile. I'm putting a half of a garlic, and I am also putting a teaspoon of, or just a little bit, I'll just do that, of dill seed. Not the ground dill, but the dill seed. And that way these jars are ready, the lids are all ready for them. And you can put, I guess, as much or as little. I haven't made these in a long time and I couldn't find the recipe that I had done before. So I looked up another one and hoping that it works. The other thing that it's got in it is black peppers, seeds. So I'm going to put some of those in. And I just, you know, I didn't have a long time, huge patch of carrots this year. But what I did have did really well. And in fact, I have some more that I had planted. I've got to go get those out of the ground just for small eating, and I'll probably freeze those if there's enough to do anything with, because we are having a hard freeze tonight. So I've got these ready, and now I'm going to blanch. So in order to blanch, and I feel inadequate telling all the experienced canners, so if you're an experienced canner, you can either tell me everything I've done wrong or change the channel. So I have done this a while, but it just makes me nervous doing it in front of somebody. All right, so, all right, that is 90. I'm not going to take the camera over to the ice bath that I have. I'm going to pour that into there and do the next ones. So blanching makes your vegetables come out bright. I do not know how many vegetables, how many bottles I have to fill. I have 13 jars ready that I can add to them. But in the back I have a brine, and for every cup of water there is a cup of white vinegar and a tablespoon of canning salt. I had to look up what the difference between regular salt and canning salt is. And the difference is it has 0 additives. So nothing to make it flow better, nothing to make it preserve longer, nothing at all, because apparently those things that they add to it will make your jar cloudy. And so I had to go and purchase some yesterday because I thought I had some and didn't. So I used, it's called canning or pickling salt is the salt that you use for this. All right, first bowl is done. That was so quick. And these are all the little ones. They're not real carrot sticks. I mean, I guess they're real carrot sticks. They just are little ones. But I want you to see how bright and beautiful they are after they're blanched. They're just pretty, pretty, pretty. So I'm going to set those right, I can't see them there. Set them right there. And we're going to fill our jars. Now, really the best thing to do is if you've got dill that you've grown, and put the dill plant in here. It's so pretty when you can do that. I just did not have dill this year. And all of the things that I didn't grow this year that I wish I had, I'm making sure that I put into a plan for next year. I did not get okra this year, and I was really sad about that. I tried to buy the plant, and they were all gone. I tried to grow the plant 3 different times, and I could not do it. They would not take. I soaked the seeds one time. I babied the seeds. I put them in and didn't baby them, and they just did not grow. Did not grow. So you can see that I am not going to be able to fill all of these jars. Okay, I've got 20 more seconds on that one. And I just didn't know how many it would do at all. But it's so worth it to me, even if it's a small amount, because dilled carrots are the best. Just to pick out, it's just like eating crisp carrots that are straight from the ground, only, man, you've eaten them in the winter, and it's so cool to do that. All right, and then I will pull this last one off. All right, I've got my last ones here. So obviously, since there's a whole bunch of little tiny ones, these are not going to be just really, you know, perfectly up and down carrot sticks, because they're not. There are lots of little tiny ones, but super happy to have them. So we've had crazy weather around the nation. We here in Missouri have had some, we can't complain. We had a gorgeous fall, and yesterday was 80. Today is in the high to mid 40s, and it'll be in the 40s for the next, what I can see, at least 10 days on my thing, with the 20s at night. So I appreciate all of the replies that I got for my strawberries and my firewood. I am much more relaxed about my strawberries now, and I have today I'm going to go cover them up with a blanket that I have, the white covers that we put on our things, and then when it does warm up again, I'll just uncover them. I have straw and stuff that I can put over that so that they're protected. And the 20 plants that I did pot, we'll just take good care of them and see what they do. There'll be an experiment. All right, now these are ready for me to pour the brine on. I do not know if I have enough brine. I just didn't know how much it would take, so I may have to stop and make some more. All right, we'll see how much it takes. And then, ooh, the peppers are coming up, how pretty. And then it only takes 10 minutes in a hot water bath. So that's way better than having to watch something for 90 minutes like I've been doing a lot of times. I've ventured into doing meats this year. I've done chicken. I've done a hamburger in with spaghetti sauce. Just experimented a lot. I didn't get to make my beef stew yet. I'm hoping that I can take some time and get that done after everything settles down. Does it settle down? Sounds like a nice project for January. We have 2 turkeys that we're going to have to process in the near future. All right, let's see. Oh, I'm gonna be short 1.5 of these. Okay, so I will make another set right now and show you how I do it. 1 cup of water. 1 cup of white vinegar. And 1 tablespoon of canning salt. And I had to get Morton. I didn't have a choice here in my town. I was lucky to find it. So I will bring that up to a boil. I was also pleased to know that it doesn't have any sugar in it, which was like, okay, that is pleasant. And I checked several recipes. I'm like, well, maybe it's just that recipe. But it wasn't. I was really happy about that. Okay, so I've got water and vinegar on my rag. Put this around. Make sure my lids are all clean. My rims are all cleaned off. Okay. And I know that you're not supposed to have to boil these lids anymore, but I've had much better luck if they're at least wet or warm. I've had several jars this year that have not sealed, and so I've either had to take the contents out and run them through again or eat them right then. I mean, they don't go to waste, you know. You definitely have enough rims because I don't leave them on after they're done, and I bought so many new jars this year. Look how pretty that is. So I left it all the way down from the, you know, there's no fluid above here. So that's good. Oh, these are going to look beautiful on my shelf. I'm super happy to have these. Oops. Get back out there. So I'm going to have 8 pints. It could have held 9, so that's, oh, it is going to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is going to hold 8, that's what it holds. Okay, that's perfect. Oh, look, 2 of them I get to eat. So the mistake I made this year on my beets, it's been a long time since I've made beets. My beets turned out wonderful. The canned beets turned out great. But I didn't do anything to them except can them with just, I just canned them. I didn't make them dilled, or I didn't make them pickled, I mean. And I'm sorry I didn't do that. I was like, well, what if I don't want them pickled when I eat them? They're so much better pickled. But this we can do lots of fun things to, and we just season them. We can add the vinegar and stuff to them afterwards. What I discovered this year is that I took areas like this and would plant my carrots in that area and would plant beets, that many. And I got a lot. Now, would I like more carrots than this? And I've used a lot more carrots than this. I've been using carrots for a while. Yes. But this was the 3rd planting of the season of something, and I pulled this out and put the carrots in, and I was just super happy to be able to get them. I thought it was great to be able to do that. So, my nose went over that vinegar. Woo, that cleans out your sinuses. And I'm going to put just a tinge more water in there. Okay, when that starts to boil, then I will let it boil for 10 minutes. Then turn off my fire, let it sit for 5 minutes and pull it out. We're all ready to pull them out now. Well, they didn't float up very much, so I must have had them done packed pretty well. So the hardest thing about making dilly carrots is actually cutting them, peeling them and cutting them up, and that's easy. These are some of the easiest things to make, and I am so excited to have them during the winter, to have some fresh carrot sticks. Hope you enjoyed it, and try it if you have carrots, and share some of the things that you have made for the winter to enjoy. Thank you so much for following us. Please share if you enjoyed this and let others know that we have a channel out here. Thanks, bye-bye.